no phone challenge. I honestly don't know if I can do this. Hi everyone, it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. Happy January. Wow, it's January. First big question. Do we know how much damage our phone is doing to our physical and mental health? Do we even really want to know? And the real question is, even if we know, do we want to make a change? This question has everything to do with today's video. You know that everyone's making new goals for 2026, new year, new me, and a lot of people will make the goals of dry January or no social media January, challenges like that. You guys cannot believe I was forced into a no phone challenge. Hear me out. So first of all, how much damage phone did to our health? We all know that muscle damage, we've been sitting down for so long, we scroll our phone and it damages our eyesight, our vision, and no matter the light source, we just stare into our little phone screen. I even get those like delusions of my phone vibrates, or if I get a message, if I get a notification. Also the mental and emotional stress it caused by the phone, the constant needs to check my phone, and addiction, doom scrolling on social media. Obviously of what I do on YouTube, I'm sharing more on social media. The hard part is definitely the psychological distress, strong needs to compare myself to others. I think we all relate to that, but we all cannot put our phone down, right? Welcome to this journey. This video is about me surviving a week without my phone. Oh my god, I'm already gonna melt down. We're going to document this whole journey. Honestly, it is such a forced experiment. If you're interested to see what happened in my life, how I'm feeling, and if anything changes during the process, watch this video. Maybe it will give you some inspiration for your January goals or even bigger 2026 goals. Before we begin, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I know some of you watch my video and you're not subscribers. So I would really love you to subscribe and join our community. So how did I enter this no phone challenge? Let's get into the story time. Wow, the first snow of the year. Oh my god, it's freezing. Can you guys see? Wow. So hard to film the snow, but it's on my clothes now. Oh my god, it's proper snowing. It's really happening. I love snowing. It's so pretty. Guys, updates. This morning my phone just broke. My screen is not working at all. I was giving them updates. So then I'm actually heading to Central, to Apple Store, try to fix it. But it's snowing! Oh, my day is recovered in the best way! Wow! Dandruff. You need some head and shoulders. Wow! Snowing! It's the best time again! It's Christmas again! I just love snowing. I love this type of winter. Real magic. At the Apple Store, and yeah, talked to someone and it couldn't be fixed. So now I just have to go home and wipe everything. Before I wipe it, I need to check my iCloud and hope I got everything backed up. Sad story. I don't know why it just had to be about timing, because I could have just get a new one in Taiwan when I had the time, but that just didn't happen. And now with issue with my phone, I couldn't trade in. So essentially, if it won't fix, it's rubbish, or you have to pay like loads to fix it. It's a lose-lose. Okay, guys, I'll give you an update when I get home. Okay, I think I've showed you some of the previous clip yesterday. So what happened? My phone died out of the blue. I woke up and I felt like it was a bit weird because I couldn't turn off my alarm. I woke up realizing it was actually broken. My screen display is broken, and then it was a whole meltdown of trying to fix it, searching online for solutions to try to sort it out, and yeah, it didn't solve the problem. So I managed to book an in-person appointment at Apple Store. Luckily, there was a space left for appointment at the Regent Street Apple Store, and it's really useful because I know exactly how to get there. And I just top up my Oyster card, so that was okay. So I went out, and my experience at Apple Store wasn't great. First of all, I waited for so long, but then the experience wasn't good at all, not even just because they couldn't fix my phone, but because of the way they deal with the problem. It just told me like, oh, we don't know why. In order to try to fix it, just wipe your phone. So erase everything. So going back to original setting, which is dissolving everything I have on my phone. Of course, that is a big thing to every one of us, right? You don't want to lose any of your important data on your phone, literally like alive there. So I was quite upset about how they deal with things. And then I came home, I found out that I do have my iCloud backup. I felt like relief on that part, really relief. Guys, you have to buy iCloud if you're using iPhone. It's a lifesaver when life throws you a curveball. Restore my phone. Sadly, that didn't solve my problem. Screen still won't work. I managed to book another appointment at iSmash. iSmash is like those like external phone repair shops. I went out again. Mind you, London Tube price just gone up. Happy New Year! I ordered a replacement screen, not from Apple, because the component from Apple original will cost me more than £300, around 350. So that's quite a lot. The replacement from aftermarket component will be just £99. And I rather go for that because they also promised 1 or 2 hours delivery. Drop off my phone. I waited around 1.5 hours, went back to the store, and the technician told me it's not just my screen is broken, but also a fucking proximity sensor. I agreed to order that extra sensor. Obviously, I had to, and left my phone with him. Long story short, we have to wait for that component to be ordered and got to that shop so he can actually repair my phone. He can't promise how long that would take, so he will email me the update. And I really hope it's gonna be a 5 days max time, but we just don't know. And I left my phone there. I feel so naked. I'm so insecure. I'm not protected. I don't have my phone. What am I gonna do? So I was in utter panic when I walked out of that shop. You might think this sounds like crazy. What's wrong with this girl? But honestly, I feel so helpless. How am I gonna survive? At first, I don't have Google Maps, so just to find that store, the phone repair shop, was a challenge. I lost all the form of communicating and connecting with all my friends' family. I also couldn't log into my Instagram, and that really fucking killed me. That killed me last night. I was so just frantic. I tried everything. The whole fucking authentication thing just fucked me up. They think it's an untrusted device. 5 years ago, my phone was nicked at Hyde Park, so then I had to get a brand new iPhone straight away. And I was able to log into my everything. My bank apps took more time, but not like that problematic for my social media. As I recall, I tried to ask ChatGPT all about it. Any solutions I tried, I just couldn't log in. And that really took a toll on me. The thing is, without my phone, I was just walking on the street. The amount of time I want to pick up my phone is insane. And I couldn't properly do my normal thing. Also, I couldn't use my phone to journal down my thoughts. I hate that feeling because I love just like have my phone and journal down what I think, what I feel at that moment. And when I feel extreme emotions going through me, I really need to get it out by texting out those thoughts. And I couldn't. So I felt like there's a knot within me and just like going crazy, about to explode. Also, my Apple Pay, I mean, that's like least of my problem because I do have my physical cards. I just need to remember to bring my wallet. Honestly, the social media part is the worst thing, especially like I am not willing to go into the social media detox. It's insanely insecure to be like just out of the blue, out of grid. I'm the person who posts every day, engage every day on my socials. You know, like it's just so hard to be thrown into this challenge. I was really in a bad mental state last night. I was really upset and just couldn't believe this happened, but this is what it is, and I decided to turn it around by making this video. So we're going to survive, or hopefully survive, this week. And since I still have my camera, now I'm actually going to count YouTube as an exclusive form of social media because I leave my YouTube on my laptop. So obviously I can still use it, still access it, still creating with my camera. You guys are my lifesaver right now because I get to film, I get to talk to you, I get to document my feelings. It's kind of a digital therapy now. You guys are my therapist. That's it. Welcome to this therapy room. Oh my god, this is such an explosive session. If you're interested in how this is going or you love to watch me suffer, let's go into this video. Yesterday was the proper day one. And also I booked my personal training in the morning. I couldn't get her text. So obviously I missed her. I was supposed to go to a pilates class I booked in the evening. However, I was wandering outside waiting for my phone to be repaired. So I missed that class intentionally and it failed. So my whole day was running around in central London, got nothing done. At the end of the day, I not just have a broken phone, I don't even have my fucking phone. I can't thank you guys enough for hearing my rant because I needed this. Right now, I'm feeling a lot calmer because of you guys, but it's just day two. We shall see what happens. This is the sunset shining in my room, and yesterday it was snowing. I feel like today is like compensating my horrible yesterday. So I did a yoga session and I have an appointment with my PT that we changed to this afternoon. So I'm going to have this half an hour later. We will have our first consultation of my fitness goals, and my biggest goal is definitely my physique for the wedding. And I also wanted to just get back into shape, get back into fitness, like be the most active self I've ever been. I don't know if I can top my Spanish era. I was so active, but that's the goal, to be active, moving, and really putting effort in upper body, because that's where like the whole wedding dress is about. And then we will have a half an hour trial session to do with the weightlift, I assume. We will go from there. Wish me luck. I swear, things just grow on my bed. A bit of feedback time. We talk about my goals, timeline, how we're gonna get there, and then the training frequency we could do. And then we did a trial session, which is all good. I particularly like that she really focused on my wrist because I had old injuries. And after the trial session, I was so relieved, kind of, because she's our gym manager of our building. I just literally need to go downstairs to our building's gym and meet her for our session. That's like dream. You don't have to go out in the cold because the setup is just so good. So I was a bit nervous, like if we don't vibe, or I don't know. She's very different to my old PT, but I think it is exactly what I'm looking for right now. I need consistency, I need checking, I need some, not too crazy, some tough love. but I signed up with her, so I already bought 20 sessions, and that's like pretty much set out for my whole training before the wedding. You're gonna see a lot more fitness content. I hope you enjoy it and like feel inspired, but not like pressure that you have to do it as well, okay? Because you don't have to do it. I'm literally doing it for my dream physique at the wedding, but also really for my own health. So never feel pressure about it. Yay! 那我下楼。然后给我支持。Hi guys, it is time to reset. The one good thing after suffering 10,000 times want to pick up my phone, I thought maybe I would just use this time to properly reflect and reset for 2026. I've been going from everywhere on the internet. I want to learn and devour the methods, the process, the systems, how to set this up properly. So I want to share with you what I will be doing in this 2026 reset. The most important thing is to reflect. We have to look into the past year. What did we do well and what do we want to improve? We shall never say the word failure. I promise you. Pinky promise. First thing I want to do is like an overall wheel of life assessment. I have my notes here because I just find it so useful to actually write things down. So first draw the circle and split them into 3 pies. And then you have 3 subcategories. So the first one is really about yourself. It's mind, body, and soul. And the second one, to me, so important, is a relationship. Friends, family, and love, romantic relationship. Then when it comes to our personality, identity, career, purpose, and money. Within these categories, like just rate out of 10, how do you think you achieved for the past year? I will put every section into chapters so you guys can skip to the chapters that you wanna watch or more interested in implementing and practice it. So make sure you check timestamp chapters down there and let me share with you my rating. We will just do it together, okay? First thing, I think mind, I would put an 8. I think my mind has been going for a lot for the past year, but also I've been consistently going to therapy and it really helps me like to be grounded. I found like grounded is really my keyword for last year because every time I'm going from like wave of emotions, anxiety and fear, I just find so many methods learned from therapy really grounds me and helps me to calm down. My mind is like my inner castle to protect my inner peace, and I think I've done quite a good job with it. Then my body, it's so weird. I don't even know how to rate it because the first half of 2025, I've done a phenomenal job with my fitness. I had such an active lifestyle back in Barcelona. That was like 10 out of 10. Moving back to London definitely took a toll on that. We do have the gym in our building, which is like really a perfect add-on. But after my whole year of fitness challenge back in 2024, all because of my civil wedding. My Taiwan wedding is in 2026, and I thought in between I'll just give myself a break. And then obviously that break kind of went on a little bit too much. So now I have to go into 2026 with a more challenging goal. I would give it a 7 overall. I did eat healthier. I also been to yoga session, HIIT session that my buildings provided. I think a 7 will do. So, it's a good question. Did so many things that bring me joy and just be so true to myself and also put myself out there building this whole my videos portfolio, my channel, and just keep bettering, improving my content. For my soul, I think that's pretty nourishing. I would put a 9. Whoa. I kind of feel like I'm a teacher rating a student, and that is also me, and I feel a bit like nervous if I rate it high. Moving on to the relationship bit. Friends, Oh, it's a tough one. I am someone who really puts so much conscious effort into friendships, but sometimes it's not about how much effort you put in some time and space. A friendship just has to be a part. Nothing bad blood, nothing bad intentions. That was pretty sad, but also you know what's best for you and you respect yourself to like release yourself from that friendship and just move on. For my remaining friends, in my close friendship circle, I do feel like that gives me a bit of insecurity because I would worry about my communication style. I would be quite like anxious about it. So I just try to ask for reassurance of how my friends think about me and our relationships and our friendships. I'll put a 7. I'm proud of myself dealing with the situation, and I also wanted to cultivate more friendships in 2026. I actually met so many new friends. I feel like it's more on acquaintance level, so definitely want to put into more efforts to find more like-minded souls and becoming friends. I also just really grateful for my Spanish friends. They're not all Spanish, but like I call them Spanish friends because they're like my era in Barcelona. I feel so grateful that some of them are actually coming to our wedding in Taiwan. That's insane, literally insane. And then for family, I put a crazy 10. I went through so much mental distress with my family. Our family, well, I'm the only child and we are a very, very small core family. Everything is like laid out there. There's no like real boundaries. Now I'm being adults and trying to build the boundaries and self-respect has been quite hard, but that's a challenge that I have to take on. And at the very end of 2025, I went back to Taiwan for a whole month of wedding planning. It was intense, it was stressful. It caused some huge unforeseeable conflicts with my family, but honestly I felt so proud of myself and for them as well, the way that we navigated through that huge fight. It was unbelievable. Bawled my eyes out literally every day for a week. And also the mental stress because of my family's health condition that just like so incredibly challenging and so tough. Honestly, going through all that in 2025, just be able to going through all that and still showing up, showing gratitude, showing love, showing support and grace to my family, I would give myself a solid 10. For my love romantic relationship, oh my god, I'll give it 100. 100 out of 10. My person, he's just the best thing ever happened to me. Ever. I love him so much. And I also love the way we communicate. I love the way we show up to each other. I love the way that we just view each other as so important and we romanticize our lives. We just consciously creating memories together. Sometimes I can't believe like we're in our 5th year together. That's half a decade and it's not a short time. I'm just forever grateful. You know, that I give 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10 again. For career, I quit my job in Q1 2025, but just before that I got promoted to senior manager level. That was actually really big for me, but also I was so burnt out and really want to remove myself from the corporate, which I did, and then I pulled myself into content. I think in terms of my efforts, the way I push myself so consistently create and produce and upload, I would say my effort is 10 out of 10, but I would say my strategy and planning part is lacking. That somehow made me in a position of like, I feel like I didn't achieve my numerical goal. I am a bit disappointed in that aspect. I would put a 6. And then for my purpose, I have been quite clear about my purpose, showing up so authentically, bringing fun, excited, beautiful moments that inspire people. And I want to help people as much as I can. So I would say 9. I think I really found it, but I just need to execute it more. And for money, oh my god, I would say 3. Yeah, I don't think I've been the most financially responsible for the past year. But actually, our household rating deserved higher rating because we're actually not doing too bad with our household finances. But I feel like with my own finance situation, I've been self-funded my dream life. It's really, really, really expensive living in London. I made that decision of trying it out and just burn my savings. It's just such a lot sum of money going out and out and out every month, and it's really difficult to look into my bank account and not feeling like a failure. But this is my decision. I knew that this year I just want to fully focus on content, fully focus on like building my skill and building the routine, the consistency. So that is the price to pay in 2026. So much money going into this wedding. After wedding, it feels like the biggest project will be off my shoulder and I can then face the next chapter of my life. Your girl has to live her life and we only get one life. My very long rambling of the Wheel of Life rating, and I think it's really fun to reflect based on the subcategory. Kind of feel like having a girls' night oversharing chat. I hope when you do this exercise you'll be gentle on yourself. You've been doing so good. I'm sure my viewers are just great, beautiful souls. And now we're going to the part where I treat it religiously, which is Notion. Welcome to sponsor this video, Notion. I have built up a system that I've been using for years. I want to give credit to the creator, but it's been so many years I couldn't even remember who's this creator. But I am utterly grateful to you. So now let's dive into my Notion. The whole thing is structured like this. We have the annual keywords, which usually I will just have 3 keywords that I want to be embodying for the year. And then we will have a short chapter of reflection on the past year. And then I will just list down all of my annual goals. In 2025, I did mid-year review. So I feel like I've been very up to date with my goals. Here we go of our final review. I have my content goals. Upload 45 videos and I ended up uploaded 60 videos in total. I am so proud of myself on that achievement. However, the second one is the year to get monetized and I ended up with 907 subscribers. That's my final number. I just want to make sure my existing subscribers, these 907 people, are happy with my content, and I will keep producing the content that these people are happy to watch and feel inspired after watching it. That really is my goal. I also have some prompt questions which I highly recommend you to think about it and maybe answer it. Reflecting and answering those questions really help me gain clarity in terms of our 2026 growth. How do you want to feel in 2026? I think the feeling is extremely important. Rather than all those like other goals, how you want to feel is what actually matters. What are you worried about? Try to dig deeper. Once fear has been named, there's nothing to be afraid of. What do you want to learn more or develop skill-wise or even emotional intelligence-wise? How would you like to develop and improve yourself? And then this one is so important. What does this day next year look like? This essentially is a scripting practice, and I love visualizing this while writing things down. You can close your eyes and imagine. It's really crazy when things happen like even just so much better than you could have ever imagined. And that's everything of my Notion annual goals planning. I will put my Notion template link in the description box, so you're welcome to try it out yourself, or you can just like pick out those questions, write it down in your journal, whatever works for you. Happy reflecting, happy planning, happy goal setting. Quick update, guys. I've been editing my video all evening and I just crave my phone. I got this phone here. It's Chan's phone. She's super kind. However, I couldn't log into social media, so it's just so fucking hard. I know it's a distraction. I know I can just focus on my editing, but you know when things get stuck and you just want to pick it up and scroll a little fucking bit. I'm really losing it, but I'll be real with you guys. This is what I'm going through. did it! I felt quite sick in the middle, but I had a little break and pushed through. This is the first step, my first HIIT class after a while, so proud of myself. Also, I see other gym bros taking gym selfies and I am so jealous because I couldn't. But at least I got my camera and I filmed my workout, so I feel just so accomplished and big dopamine hit. Now I'm going for a shower. Starting a day like this is not too bad.
Should I shave? Hey guys, welcome to the Meet Melanie Ma channel. Today I am leading because, well, I don't know.
These are actually going on to YouTube.
So today we're doing our couples 2026 vision board. So we got all these photos here. Some are mine, some are Melanie's. Most of them are Melanie's.
We did it separately. We have our own idea for our joint vision and we pick the images and print them out. So here they are. And we're going from that. Wedding is our big thing for 2026. Every photo I pick for a purpose, like everything I wanted to happen, not just like the wedding photo, because here I have our venue and I have a lot of my parents crying and Aiden crying. I want to do an epic dance move and want to have a perfect deep pose. I want to have time with my mom and with my bridesmaids. I got some tea ceremony photos. You guys see. Maybe I'll just pop those photos around us. And then I have a whole page, woohoo, of our honeymoon. Another one is kind of like my bucket list of travel. And this one is kind of like how I vision for our life. Jasper, for sure. Jasper.
I have a lot less images. Well, I'm a boy. I don't know, I just have a lot less. So I have one image per thing basically. I think we have a lot of shared concepts. So I have the honeymoon, I have the wedding, and I like chose an image where we're in a church because that's like what we wanted. Gym couple and like a toast thing as well, family being there, and then all about the Benjamins because we need that. We got a kitten because we're getting a kitten in 2026.
Never heard of.
Right, yeah. And then obviously our dog, got Jasper. And then this is also like where we're going for our honeymoon. I guess all of my stuff is very Q1, Q2 because I want to get a driver's license, and depending on whether we get a driver's license, that will kind of depend. I feel like that will envision our 2026. That's why maybe I don't have as many things because of this damn thing blocking a lot of it. But yeah, hopefully we can get it.
And now it's the fun part.
Yes, so we're going to cut them out and then we're going to stick them on with sellotape.
Here is our cloud vision board. Woo! This is your idea of our vision.
Yeah.
And that's the villa.
Yes. And then I also added.
I knew it!
Kitten!
Reveal time. Wow. Our vision board.
Yeah, 2026.
So excited.
We're going to accomplish all these things.
Big project.
Yeah.
Big visions. Oh, I love it. They look so pretty.
Such a cool idea, P.
Yeah.
That's our AM 2026 vision board.
Woo! Ready. gonna go get my phone. Hi guys! As you guys see, I had my Pilates class and I want to come up here to give you a final update because I got my phone back! Here it is! It is so nice to hold it in my hands again and be able to take photos and videos. It is so nice to have it back, but I got to say that it was quite traumatic yesterday, so that's why I didn't film anything more. My phone was reset, all my apps and all my bank's details. I have my photos backed up on iCloud, but unfortunately, for some reason, my phone, when I restarted, it backed up the iCloud of my phone with literally nothing, so that's why I couldn't sync back to my original setting. I don't know if that's confusing, but all you guys need to know is I don't have any of my apps, any of my details, my phone's back to its original, like a new phone. So I was actually having a really tough time, even at the shop, be able to pay. I have to reset everything. So it got me into a frantic spiraling mode. I was really upset. And it took me, well, actually it's not me, but Aiden helped me figure out my Gmail. So finally I got back my Gmail account. I think that's the first step of starting getting everything else back. Even if my phone is back, it's just so hard. But now the phone is back, so I can share with you how I feel for the past couple of days. It was not easy, but overall I do feel like because I get to focus on other things. For example, I read a lot more. I can't listen to podcasts, I can't listen to music, but I get to do some of the chores just in silence. And sometimes that's just good to give your headspace some quiet time. It's a good way to spending quality time with my partner and friend without my phone. I feel like I had a good time with my people, but just like when I'm with myself, it's very hard to operate a normal life. Like even just going out, couldn't figure that out if I'm going to a new place I've never been. I would say this social media detox was quite tough for me, especially if you're going into a detox by force, like you didn't sign up to it or like prepare to it. But I guess like I probably would never do it if I have the choice. So this actually forced me to reset my whole phone, but maybe it's a good thing to just let go of some of the past history and redo things and reset. So I do think maybe it is a good thing happened to me, or I try to see it that way. I try to stay positive. And I want to warn you guys, have a backup phone, honestly, or if you have an iPhone, definitely buy Apple Care and definitely have iCloud. Like I got the biggest iCloud storage. I am not regretting a bit. Imagine like my phone's dead and I actually lost everything. I won't be here making this video. My conclusion is we need our phone. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, this unexpected 2026 January phone detox. And I'm actually happy because I get to spend time with you guys so much more. I got time to film and really share with you guys my January reset. We even did the vision board. If you guys want to try the detox, give it a go. But be prepared is what I'm going to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You started rolling when I wasn't ready. That's your fault.
Oh, now you're blaming me.
Because you pressed record when I clearly wasn't ready.
Quiet, dear.